Imagine standing before a 300-year-old monastery in Sikkim. It was telling stories in a language you don't understand. Without digital preservation, those stories will fade away. Our solution ensures they never do. Respected jury, we are cultural coders and our mission is to digitize and showcase the monasteries of Sikkim for tourism and cultural preservation. Sikkim monasteries are not just tourist attraction. They are living symbols of centuries-old wisdom, art and spiritual practices. But today, they face threats. Limited access to remote monasteries, lack of multilingual supports for tourism, risk of damage to fragile artifacts, and absence of centralized digital platform to preserve and showcase their heritage. If these challenges are not addressed, we risk losing prizes culture to time. Our solution is designed to prevent that. Now, let's see how our unique feature addresses these challenges.
Our first step in preservation is documentation and digital access. We built a multilingual smart audio guide with contextual maps so visitors from across the world can understand the history, chants and stories of monasteries without any language barrier. Next, we introduce immersive virtual reality. Even if a monastery is too remote, fragile or under conservation, tourists can experience it virtually, preserving the site while generating cultural engagement. VR means the monastery walls will remain untouched while the experience lives forever online. But the preservation is not just about technology, it's about the people.
We focus on local empowerment and preservation of monastery. Homestays, verified homestays around monasteries allow tourists to live the culture while local gain sustainable income. This prevents rural migration and strengthens the guardian of monasteries. With AI-powered personalization and offline navigation map, tourists get custom travel packages, guiding them to monasteries respectfully, in line with their time, budget and interest. This ensures cultural exploration without overcrowding fragile sites. In short, every feature protects monasteries, empowers locals and enhances tourist experience.
Behind this preservation mission is a powerful technical backbone. First, we'll focus on the user interface and SEO, getting our website on the top of the search list. Second comes the front-end part, for which we'll be using React.js and Tailwind CSS for a web application, React Native for a mobile application, and Three.js for integrating AI and VR features. Third comes the backend, for which we'll be using Node.js with Express.js for smooth performance, and Leaflet for our map-related features and offline navigations. Fourth comes the database, for which we'll be using MongoDB and Razorpay for the payment gateways. And at last, for smooth execution and deployment, we'll be using Vercel. Each piece of our stack was chosen to ensure monasteries' culture is preserved digitally and accessible globally for future generations. But how do we make sure this is realistic and sustainable?
Let's talk about why our project is both feasible and viable. First, feasibility. We are using proven and widely available technologies which make the project practical from the start. By launching a small pilot with just 3-5 monasteries, we keep cost and risk low. Engaging local guide and homestays also ensure strong support to the community. Second, viability outlook. This project has long-term potential to make a global impact. Integration with local communities allow smoother adoption and it helps overcome the challenge of remote Himalayas location, opening access to hidden cultural and spiritual sites. Third, potential risk. Of course, there are challenges such as delay in permissions, high initial VR equipment costs, connectivity issue in remote region, and possibly hurdles in user adoption. Last and final, risk prevention. To address these, we plan to involve local communities for cultural sensitivity, lease affordable VR hardwares, provide offline low bandwidth maps and audio guides, and create a user-friendly interface that improves through user feedbacks. In short, while challenges exist, our approach makes this project practical, sustainable, and capable of creating a long-lasting impact.
So, to conclude, our project is more than technology. It is a cultural bridge. Imagine a traveler in New York, a monk in Gangtok, and a child in rural Sikkim, all experiencing the same monastery through VR, all learning their chants language. This is not just preservation, it is immortality for culture. We believe that monasteries built centuries ago to protect wisdom and now will be protected by our solution for the centuries to come. Together, we are preserving not just monuments but the soul of Sikkim. So before ending, let me introduce my team, cultural coders, to all of you. Beginning with myself Anushka, and I am the team leader. And then let's welcome Shreyansh, which is our tech developer. Swastik, which was responsible for our presentation and communication skills. Thirdly, Akshay, which was our UI UX designer. And fourthly, Raja and Himanshu, which were responsible for our research and development. We all hope that you liked our efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.